King's Knight. Well, that's a cool looking cover. It's got a sweet looking knight dude and some anime babe in his arms. And it's called King's Knight. It's gotta be some kind of overlooked RPG that I've never heard of, right? No! No! This is King's Knight. It's a shooter with pretend RPG elements. And it sucks. Guess who published this game? Yep, it was Squaresoft. This was before they released Final Fantasy, and it shows. The story in this game is dragon kidnaps princess, save her, and save the world. Well, at least there aren't 4 objects representing the elements. You play as the knight Rajak, very slowly walking north while killing a bunch of different enemies and destroying the very land you're trying to save. Unlike other shoot-em-ups where enemies come in patterns, King's Knight just throws crap around everywhere. They come around the walls, they hang out on top of the walls, they come from the walls. Seriously, most of the enemies are cocooned in walls, and I free them from their eternal torment. How do they show their thanks? By making a beeline for my... Oh, this is going to be one of those games, isn't it? You know the type. The games that are so stupidly hard that it's near impossible to complete a single stage, because that way you think the game is longer than it really is. My first few runs at this game, it didn't go too hot. There's just stuff constantly flying at you all the time, and things just pop out of the ground. These holes trap you in one place just long enough for you to get railed on. There's no moment of invulnerability after damage either. It just piles on. Here's the thing with King's Knight though. If you die, it isn't game over. You instead move on to the next character. After the knight Rajak, you play as the wizard Kaliva, and oh god, his stage! You know that feeling you get in your eyes when you're staring into the flash of a camera? That's how it feels his entire stage. The blinding colors of bright green and white make you die faster, since almost all of the enemies are also white and shoot white bullets that you can't see coming. For whatever reason, I'm a lot better at Kaliva's stage than I am the others. Well, comparatively at least. After the wizard, you play as the monster Barusa. Oh, look at this happy lizard! How could anyone call him a monster? All he wants to do is give the world hugs and... Oh, he is dead. And then there's Toby. I hate Kid Thief Toby. Even the game hates Toby. On the cover art for the cartridge, he's the only one with his stupid face completely covered up. His stage is all about deforesting what little trees are left on this beach, killing snakes and, I don't know, pissed off piles of shit. What makes his stage so bad, aside from the fact that Toby sucks, is that 2/3 of his stage is covered in water. And moving in water is the most uncontrollable thing I've ever seen in a shoot-em-up. It's not like moving in water, it's like gliding on ice. You're constantly skating around and unable to stop your momentum or cancel your movement somehow. Plus, when you try to get around land, it makes you hop around like a goddamn idiot. You're the worst, Toby! After 6 retries, I counted, I was able to keep the wizard alive. Oh, he's level 16. Is 3 stars good? As long as you have at least one person alive, you get to move on to the final level. Help the princess. Holy crap, I'm doing awesome. I don't even need the other guys, screw them. Especially you, Toby. Seriously though, wizard alone and I'm doing amazing. A little perseverance can go a long way. Oh, okay, that's cool. I'll do the whole damn thing again. I can still only get to the last level with the wizard though. At least I know not to go that way and... Wait, what? How do I? Why can't I? What do I do? What do I do? How is that fair? How is that fair? Hey, thanks for playing our game. Good job getting this far. Now get the fuck out of here. Maybe I wasn't a high enough level? That's a thing, right? See, I figured I'd get a higher level by killing lots of dudes and getting invisible experience points. Of course, I was wrong. You level up by picking up power-ups. But what the hell are these? The first icons I see are up arrows and down arrows. Naturally, my first thought was speed increase and decrease. The up arrows give you health and the down arrows take away your health. Why not a heart and a skull? With that, I can instantly know what they do. Arrows convey nothing to the player. It's not just the arrows that don't make any sense. Every power-up icon makes no sense. There's a boot icon. If the arrows don't change your speed, I figured the boots do. But I picked them up and I don't feel any different. They're not speed boots. They're just normal boots. The boots actually do speed you up, but you need like 4 of them before you feel a tangible difference. What the heck are these other ones supposed to be though? You can get things like a skull book, some stairs, triangle, a Pokeball. Yeah, no, never get the Pokeball! How is anyone supposed to know what these mean? You need to get them though. Every power-up gives your character another level. Boots raise your speed, eventually. These stair thingers make you jump better. Shield increases defense. The white ball increases your attack power. Each of these stages are actually training stages in which you get your character powered up for the final stage. Because then you control every living party member in the final stage. But you cannot choose who you control out front. You must use these separate arrow icons to rotate. You can go one to the left, one to the right, or lol, completely random. I was able to get to the last stage with a full party, minus Toby, obvs. Your whole party shares the same life bar, so switching out is only for changing who is attacking. The only real difference between attacks is some people are better at killing certain statues. The most stalwart of those. And this is when I learned that in order to beat the game, you have to have everybody. That includes Toby. I had to try Toby's super hard goddamn stage so many times. I have the video clips to prove it. And here's why you need Toby. Every character also has their own magic spell. Remember those weird ass icons I've been picking up? You need 4 of each type to get a spell for each character. And each stage has 1 of each. That means if you don't get all of them on someone's stage, you're doing it again. Plus every stage has a hidden stairway that takes you to a secret underground section. But these underground sections is the only place to get the icons for 1 of the spells. And they are significantly harder than the overworld areas. So instead of making these hidden areas a fun reward for finding a secret, they're mandatory, killing any chance this game would have for being fun. Keep going through them until you get everyone's spell unlocked, and fight a ghost pterodactyl at the end. Here's the thing with everyone's spell though, you can only use it at certain areas of the final stage. Begrudgingly, I got him there though. Having 4 people here makes it worse to play. You become such a huge target that you get the crap beat out of you. Plus, with such a large hitbox, it'll make your party jump in and out of water when you really don't want to, which causes, what else? More death. I can't even get to the area to use Toby's spell because I keep... I don't care. Look, this game is bullshit and you know it. I'm just using invincibility. I want to beat the game and be done with it. Alright, final level. Wizard spell, kill some dudes in the water. Great. Stupid walls, Toby's spell. These down arrows that clearly spell out D&D for whatever reason, use Baruza's spell to fly past some stuff. This part with the gross spitting dick monsters, use Rajak's spell to turn into a dragon-sized Pegasus. And then there's a bunch of statues that take a billion hits to kill and I can't press the A button any faster than this and... You have failed me. By the way, this is one of those games where holding the A button to shoot is significantly slower than rapidly pressing it. Thus, carpal tunnel syndrome. Also in the final level are 3 sword power-ups, and you have to get all 3 of these in order to beat the final boss. But at least they're relatively easy to get. Like I said, there are a bunch of different statues, and each character is better at killing in one type of statue than the other. So this final area with a bunch of lion and gargoyle statues, you have to use either Rajak or Kariva to destroy them in time or be crushed. That means using the rotate icons and hoping that it randomly sets you on the character that you need. I can't stress how stupid this is. Simply letting the select button rotate characters would make this whole final level way cooler, since the player would have control over the game instead of the other way around. Final battle! There's the dragon's body! Oh, and now his miscolored head. Okay, whew. To kill him, you have to hit him a bunch of times until it flashes white, and then switch to a different character and do it again for all of them. Invincibility aside, fighting him isn't hard. It's all these stupid switch icons that limit your room to dodge. But you also need them in order to get to the right character to deal their damage. It's needlessly frustrating, designed to take advantage away from the player instead of the player relying on their skill to succeed. You have to deal with their stupid crap. Each dude shoots the dragon a bunch, and then Rajak rams the sword into the dragon's mouth and out his butt. He's dead! The party celebrates with dance, as Rajak goes off to get laid by the lovely princess. She runs up pretty excitedly, but then just looks extremely disappointed, like she's thinking, oh, Rajak saved me? And that's it. There's no credits for this game. They don't want you to know who made it, or the fact that Nobuo Uematsu did the subpar music for this game. If you know what you're doing, you can beat the whole thing in 25 minutes. It's stupid and it's short. That's why my final rating for this game is a Toby out of 10. I understand making a game difficult to elongate its playtime in the NES era, but do so by making tricky or clever level design and monsters, not by using a bunch of counterintuitive, esoteric choices to work against the player. It has to be played perfect, with everything done correctly to even complete the game, with no room for error. And Toby sucks and he's stupid and I hate him. We all know the story. Squaresoft was going bankrupt, so they created Final Fantasy as their last effort to be successful in the video game industry. And they were going bankrupt because they kept releasing crap like this. Ow, my knee. Thank you so much for watching. For more updates, be sure to follow me on Facebook and Twitter, and to equip the channel on normalboots.com, and subscribe to me right here on YouTube. If you're in the mood for some other videos, may I suggest the worst console ever? And if you haven't heard yet, I have an all-new ProJared Bagoom shirt now available on theyeti.com. And you can go get one of those if you'd like, or watch more videos. Either way, up to you.